Hi guys and welcome to my channel. As you can see, I have kind of colored my hair red. I don't know if you can see it, but I absolutely love it. And this is also my natural hair. Basically, since I was 15 years old, I have never stepped out of the house without completely pointy straight hair, and this is just like natural hair for me, completely natural dry, and it doesn't look so bad. I think there's so much about us that isn't so bad, but we kind of reject it, and I'm on a journey where I'm trying to reclaim all those parts of myself. Anyway, so now about the video. This video is basically about the kind of dating advice that's out there, especially pointed at women, because I don't know much about what's happening in the men's realm, but I definitely know about stuff that's happening in the women's world. And I see all of these topics like Black Cat Academy and so much other stuff, where like a man is an avoidant, like attachment styles. All those things are really popular right now. I mean, trust me, I know what I'm talking about because I've also read the book Attached. I've done a lot of research on all these things because I was trying to have the best approach towards a relationship that I'm in. And because honestly, like my family, my parents do not have like the best marriages. Most of us don't. Like our parents don't know, they have their own struggles, they're trying to figure that out. And I guess now there's so much emphasis on the quality of a relationship which wasn't there in our parents' generation. So we didn't really learn how to communicate well or how to have a good relationship. But then all of us have a desire to love and be loved in return, and to be in a passionate relationship, and we deserve it. It's something that our parents should have also had, and now that we know better, we can do better. And I think the most important thing is knowledge. And there's so many people that like knowledge is right in front of them, but they're super ignorant about it. Either they don't want to see it, or if they see it, it's too hard for them to take action now that they know it, so they will try to not do whatever they found out. And I have spent the last couple of months trying to well, it all started off with me trying to blame the other person or be like the other person has to change. And I mean, there's a lot of support when it comes to those thought processes, like the guy has to be chivalrous, the guy has to be romantic, the guy has to sort of propose in such a lavish way, or like whatever, like there are these checklists, in which like if the guy doesn't fit those checklists, we're very easy to like sort of say goodbye to those guys. So back to what I was talking about. It's really important for women to know that men don't necessarily owe us anything if we are also not taking responsibility and practicing self-inquiry of our own behaviors, because we have so much childhood trauma that sort of blocks the natural flow of connection and love. And I'm not saying this in a blaming way that like women are the problem. I mean, I think this whole approach about you are the problem or I am the problem should just be done away with, because the whole point of humanity right now should be connection and working together. And I think the media lately has been very divisive, and there has been a lot of like subliminal messaging that is out there in the world that is meant to divide the men and the women. I think that's a very real thing that's happening, and I have discovered a lot. I mean, I've done a lot of research and I know what I'm talking about. So if there's anything that I want people to know who are watching this video, is that the point right now is not to the approach should not be to blame the other person. The approach should be to work on yourself, change yourself, because men are also really in a way emasculated in today's world. I mean, it's not really kind to their masculinity. It's not very, because they have to. Feminism, first of all, has not been very nice to them because it has turned women against men, and men are just in a confused state. And we need like true masculinity from men. We really need it. We benefit from it. It serves the feminine, but the feminine has become a little unhealthy in a lot of ways, and I'm sure there is unhealthy masculine as well. But the thing is, since we are feminine beings, I mean, I'm talking to the women right now, we have a lot of power, that if we just blame the other person for not doing something or like not earning our love the right way, we just give up our power. We are extremely powerful. You have no idea. Like, we can lift a man up and we can also like put him down, and it's like that much power that we have. And I think it's time that we recognize it and we look at our own behaviors and we work with men, we cooperate with them. And I mean, not every man, because a lot of, it's not like men being bad or women being bad, like both, we're all humans, so there is ignorance in human beings. So it's not just about the man or the woman. If there is ignorance within you, if there is something that you need to do that work. And I think a lot of ways in which women let sort of give their power away is by not recognizing, first of all, that you're powerful, and second, hoping that the man will fill a void within you that was created due to your childhood trauma. A lot of times our father is supposed to meet our needs, and if our father is not meeting our needs, then we do look, especially for me, I remember like when I just started dating my boyfriend, I used to expect him to read my mind. I used to expect him to do certain things, and he was great. He was a great man, and he had a lot of things to offer, but in his own way, obviously. And I had to be open to that, but I was not open to that. I wanted him to be exactly how I needed him to be, and that made him sort of retreat in his own way. And I'm not saying that he was perfect. Of course, he had his own past experiences that had affected him negatively, but I think a relationship can be a space which is so safe for both parties that they can heal. And honestly, trust me, the healing that happens in a relationship is monumentally different than how much you can achieve if you're single. So if healing and growth and evolution, your soul's evolution, is something that really moves you, you have to think in terms of offering your best self, or like looking inward, practicing self-inquiry in especially a relationship setup. Women have a lot of power. Women who do not need validation from men, which is something that a woman needs to get to a place. Like that place is like a woman needs to feel sovereign in her own self, where she does not need the validation of any man. And that's when she can truly benefit the masculine, and that is when the masculine can truly benefit the woman. So a woman's work needs to be to give that love to herself that she's seeking from the man. And it's not the man's job, like news flash, it's really not the man's job. A man would love to do it, would love to take that on, if he feels that it's not sort of being extracted out of him, and it's not treated as something that he really has to do, and then he can do it out of the love of his own heart. And that kind of heals him too, because he's also had experiences where he feels that he's supposed to give something, and even if he doesn't want to, and then he ends up giving it because everyone wants love, even men want love, and so it just takes a lot out of them. So their impression of love and relationships also get tainted in that way. But love is amazing, it's beautiful, and we are all capable of creating beautiful relationships, and that in turn will, according to me, really solve most of the problems that are happening on this earth when it comes to consciousness. I feel that the media, and there's a lot of propaganda out there. I don't want to really get into that right now, because that would be a whole ass video, and it's a very taboo topic too, also to talk about. But then there's a lot of stuff that's going on that's meant to divide men and women, and right now, engaging in content that's about avoidant men or anxious women or narcissistic men. Of course, I'm not saying that those themes do not exist, because there are some men who get so wounded, and even women who are so wounded that they are just like logged in, they are so self-absorbed, and that happens. But if we focus on that, we won't be able to bring about the change that is really needed. Because if you keep on giving your attention to something that's not right, basically, what is your strategy? What is your strategy? Your strategy should be to bring about a positive change, right? So like, if you keep on focusing on what's wrong, you will not be able to nurture what's right. So again, at the end of the day, that should be your focus, and that should be your priority. And it's really important to know that we're all extremely powerful. We all have the capacity to bring about a change due to our behavior and our action and our belief system. So if you would like to get into more of this in the later videos, I would love to make videos on this. This is obviously a very overall, it's very like not in-depth video, but still stuff that I have been researching on lately and something that really speaks to me on a very heart level. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. So yeah, bye.